Potential freelance service clients need to feel they can trust you to do the job before they'll hire you. So you're going to need some proof, either with some samples or case studies. Here's how to get them quickly if you don't already have them. Now, samples don't have to be work done from freelancing. After all, if you're just starting, you don't have samples from freelance work. If you have any samples or case studies from the work that you've done on a job, you can use them. Keep this in mind. Use what you have to make the case of why a business should pick you for a freelance project. And certainly in the long run, when you're going for higher paying clients, they're going to look at your portfolio. I've hired hundreds of freelancers over the years as a creative director, and I always looked at the portfolio or case studies of freelancers before hiring them. So that brings up the question, what if you don't have a portfolio or any samples? What do you do? Well, you create your own portfolio. Of course, you'll want to add samples when you finish freelance projects, but don't wait for that. Here's how to create a spec portfolio. Make a list of target companies in the niche you want. These are companies you'd like to work with. Look at their website, Facebook page, Twitter account, blog. Notice the topics and issues that matter to them. Make a list of article topics based on that research and start writing articles to add to your spec portfolio. If you have the motivation to do it, create a blog around the niche you are interested in. If your niche is more visual, create Instagram photos, Pinterest boards, infographics, mind maps, and even YouTube videos based on those interests. By creating a spec portfolio, you will have highly relevant samples to show when you contact freelance prospects or respond to a job post. How to display a portfolio without building a website. Now keep in mind I'm talking about having some samples. It doesn't have to be a lot. And you don't have to create a website to display these samples. Here are some quick alternatives. The easiest solution is to just place the samples in Google Docs. Create a page with headlines of each sample, then link the headlines to the samples in another Google Docs. Set it up so only people who have the link can see the samples. And let's say you don't have any, quote, samples. You're building a consulting practice, and your previous experience is on the job helping your employer get results for their clients. Use Google Docs to write up a case study or two, or even micro case studies, just a few sentences of how you help your companies get results for their clients. Almost as easy, but a step up, is to rely on another free Google service, and that is Google Sites. Google has revamped this feature and it is quite robust at this point. Use your Google account to set up a Google site. Just remember to select the portfolio template. You can use different file formats, upload images, even videos, and give prospects the link to your portfolio. Most of the freelance sites like Upwork offer their own portfolio feature attached to your profile. This makes it easy for prospects to access your samples without going off the site. Now realize this is all about making your prospect feel comfortable in hiring you. In essence, the samples are to help the prospect trust you with doing the task. Once you have a few trust-building samples or case studies in your niche, you can acquire client after client in that niche.